So your question is, what is Shaktipat? I think you mean to ask what is authentic Shaktipat, because there is a difference. In modern life, we are used to a certain amount of convenience. We look to fast track anything that we need to learn or do. We want to get from point A to point B in the quickest way possible while also remaining effective. And so, for example, if we travel the same highway most of the days of the week, then we purchase an easy pass because we want to be able to get through the tolls without having to wait on long lines to pay for the toll. If you travel a lot out of your locale, maybe you rent cars, then you want to opt for the package that has the express check-in and check-out so that you don't have to wait on the line to get your car rental set up and to bring the car back. You can just express it, right? Fast track. So there are so many ways in life in which we are used to doing this for the sake of convenience combined with effectiveness. Even in learning skills that may be necessary for employment or for business, that we're always looking for ways to fast track acquiring that information, those skills. So with Shaktipat, this is exactly the case. Authentic Shaktipat is the fast track, the easy means to first fully awakening the dormant Kundalini, and secondly, the fast track to set you on a spiritual path of very effective daily spiritual practice and instruction where you can actually attain permanent spiritual transformation and eventually liberation. And this is the fast track, the easy means to doing so. Shaktipat is like taking an unlit candle and lighting it with one that is already lit. And if you've ever done this, then you know this is it's a millisecond. It's a very quick leap from one flame to the other. And so much takes place in that one profound leap with respect to Shaktipat. So it's very important to understand along these lines what authentic Shaktipat is, because it's the greatest gift you can ever receive in your life. It's the greatest blessing you can ever receive. It is the most profound turning point that you can ever experience in your life. It's a blessed gift of God that when nurtured properly only expands and expands and expands, never decreases. Now, are there some things that you'll still have to do after receiving Shaktipat? Yes, because there's an unfolding process that occurs that you need to nurture. But with the right instruction and the correct spiritual leadership in a true Shaktipat guru, then whatever needs to be done to nurture the fully awakened Kundalini, you will be able to easily establish. And you'll be led through. Because, of course, we all learn best by modeling after others. And this is true in any area of life. And it's also true in spiritual life, particularly with respect to Shaktipat, that we also need a true spiritual leader to lead us around the pitfalls that naturally occur. So there's a degree of leadership involved. There's some spiritual discipline involved after the receipt of Shaktipat. There's self-effort on your part. But with the right leadership, truly, it's a no-brainer. And it's easy to establish such practices. So probably your next question is, well, what are the benefits? I mean, why should you receive Shaktipat? Because there are some people who say it's unnecessary, but they really don't know what they're talking about. And if you look closely at the bio, at the information on the people who are telling you it's unnecessary, you will see that they've either never received authentic Shaktipat at all, or what they received was not Shaktipat for real, and they've never served any Shaktipat guru for any period of time. And so they don't even have a basis. If you've never received Shaktipat, then you can't say it's unnecessary because you don't have a basis for making a comparison before and after, right? So this is the foolishness of such talk. Some of the benefits of authentic Shaktipat. First, if you meditate now, you'll meditate better. If you don't meditate now, you'll find it easy to establish a daily spiritual practice of meditation, chanting, and mantra yoga, particularly if you have the regular instruction of an authentic Shaktipat guru. You'll be able to easily establish such practices for being able to nurture the unfolding that begins to occur after the receipt of authentic Shaktipat. You'll be set on a path to be happy for absolutely no good reason. What could be better than that? You'll begin to, in this unfolding process, to address the karmic obstacles, fear, doubt, worry, loathing, sarcasm, cynicism, anger, lust, the corruption that comes from greed. You'll begin to address these in a way that they will be eradicated, completely rooted out, so that you can become established in a state of steady wisdom, the inner palace of peace, with a mind that is constantly quiet, indescribable joy that's unbreakable, and the inner strength necessary to take on all of your life's challenges with a smile on your face. And you'll be set on a trajectory to well-being in all the areas of your life. So this is just a partial list. What a list, huh? But it's true. A partial list of what occurs, the benefits, when you receive authentic Shaktipat. The most important thing to remember, and the point that supposed spiritual teachers and masters get wrong, is grace. Grace is a necessity for permanent spiritual transformation to occur. This grace comes from a master. Grace. Because we all have karmic baggage from so many past lives and the present life. And this karmic baggage keeps us wed to all of those tendencies that I just described, living in a state of bondage, of ignorance, where we have no means of realizing our fullest potential whatsoever. The grace-bestowing power of God that is transmitted by an authentic Shaktipat guru is what is necessary to begin rooting out and destroying all of those karmic tendencies of so many past lives and the present life. And without that grace, it's not possible. And so this is absolutely the primary power of authentic Shaktipat. Now, of course, you may be asking who can give it after my having made these points. And that's a very important question, because today it would appear, if you go onto the web, that there's a Shaktipat giver on every single corner. But if you examine closely, you will find that almost all have never served another Shaktipat guru, or were never authorized to give Shaktipat, and by the description, don't really know what full Kundalini awakening is. So we say, seekers beware. Seeker, beware. Who can give Shaktipat? I'm just going to give one or 2 points now, because on this page, you'll be able to download our Shaktipat Education and Resource Guide. It's free. I wanted to encourage you to download it right now at the end of this video, because there's a great amount of detail on this topic that you're going to find very, very useful, including who can give Shaktipat. So I'll just tell you for now that only one who has been authorized by another authentic Shaktipat guru can give Shaktipat. The person who has been authorized must have served that guru as a disciple over an extended period of time. We're not talking about a weekend to drop in on a retreat or a few days to take a course. This is years. that the Shaktipat giver must have served another Shaktipat guru over a period of many years as a disciple to earn the authority to be able to give authentic Shaktipat. In other words, the person giving Shaktipat must have been molded by his or her guru over an extended period of time, must have pleased his or her guru to receive the ability to store up the final amount of energy so that Shaktipat can be given, and no matter how many people it's extended to, there's never a decrease in that energy. So that takes serving a really competent Shaktipat guru over a long period of time, and then that guru must be in a lineage of Shaktipat masters, because the truth is the living Sadguru who transmits full Kundalini awakening only has the power to do so by a lineage of such beings that he or she is in. Secondly, the one giving Shaktipat must be incredibly skilled in leading people through the unfolding process, the nurturing of the fully awakened Kundalini that must occur after the receipt of Shaktipat, particularly in order for that experience to be a safe one, because you want to receive authentic Shaktipat in a way that is safe and nurturing and that addresses your specific karmas. Only one who is skilled in spiritual leadership in the unfolding process that occurs afterwards, which we call it sadhana, or the Shaktipat Kriya process. Only such a one who has that skill by way of experience that's evidenced is authorized to give Shaktipat. Those are just 2 points. There are more. So right now on this page, go ahead right now while you're here, tap on the button, download your free ebook, the Shaktipat Education and Resource Guide. All of the information you need is in there. And we look forward to welcoming you very soon.